Hey, just thought I'd put up a supplemental video to the buyer beware video I put up a while back in terms of Binson wiring and what's trouble and what's not. I just got this 603 TU in a couple of days ago, and it's interesting because the 603 TU traditionally, I don't know if TU stands for tubes or not, but they're usually tube units. This particular unit is marked as a TU, but I believe it to be a 603T. And I don't know if T stood for transistor and TU stood for tube or not, but at any rate, it's very unusual to find a TU with transistors in it, at least in my experience. But this one particular board is kind of the microcosm of all sorts of wiring issues Binson-wise. So I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. So there's good wire, bad wire, and partial repairs that have gone on here. So I think to point those out to you so that if you're looking at a unit, you can tell whether or not there's issues, right? So in terms of the point-to-point wiring single conductor, you can see right here, this piece I'm pointing to. It's a big ground wire. Binson has a tendency to do that, uses heavy gauge wires for grounds. This one's insulated, but you can see it looks like it's got fungus growing on it. And what it is in this case is just the rotten insulation that it's been leaching acid and has corroded and a wire shot. Right here, this particular wire, this coaxial cable, it's black and it's got shrink wrap on it. This is a recent repair. Nicely done, but it's a recent repair. Binson would never have anything like that. Now the other giveaway, these coaxial cables here for the four heads. These cables will show you the two different types that were used, what's good and what's bad. The red, the white, and the yellow, in this case. The center conductor is insulated with matching color to the outside conductor. This is newer cable and it's fine. When I get a unit in with these, I don't touch it. Nothing wrong with it. This orange wire, on the other hand, is exactly what I'm talking about, and you can see a little piece flaked off right there as I'm touching it. This center conductor insulation looks brown. I don't know if that's how it was in the beginning or not, but this is old wire that needs to be replaced. You can see the insulation is flaked off here, and this green color is the copper wire on the inside, which is corroded severely. And then here's your braid. When all of this flakes off, a new person who hasn't worked on Binsons before or whatever can easily confuse the braid with the center conductor because you can't tell the difference. This up here is a not so nice repair. I don't mind wire splices, but I hate electrical tape. But anyway, so that's the point. And then underneath here, you can see this is a lighter gauge wire down in here. That's of the bad insulation, and that'll crumble with any sort of flexing. I remember right on this thing too. Yeah, this wire here to the side lights is shot as well, so you can see it just flakes off. All right. So here's a close-up. Good stuff right here. All right, no problem. Now, previously I had talked about repairs that I've done on these units and the type of wire that I would use. And it's colored as well. But the difference with the wire that I tend to use is that the center conductor is always white. The center conductor insulation will always be white. I try to match the original Binson colors when I do it, just because this orange wire, by the way, or salmon color, whatever it is, in Binsons that'll either be salmon or blue. I don't have any salmon color, so I'll use the blue stuff. But nevertheless, so if you do see the colored coaxial cables, look out for two things. One is that it matches or it's white. The reason I say that is I probably had 30 plus units here where I've done rewires and I've used that before. So I hope that's helpful for you. If you see any of these telltale signs in the pictures, this flaking wire here or the coaxial cables with the brown rotting center conductor, sorry, I almost said semiconductor, then you know you've got a problem. and you're looking at a pretty major repair to get the thing going. And a lot of times you'll see units like this where this one particular wire was replaced. There's a couple of instances on this that on this unit there where that's been. Okay, and then if I've been in here, I'm gonna zoom back out here and pan over. Okay, I've redone the I've redone the power supply board on this unit, and this is the type of wire I'll typically use in a repair. So if you see that, and again, I try to maintain Binson colors when I can. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. Feel free to comment and have fun. Thank you.